If you've ever been a part of any fandom for a decent amount of time, you've probably come across one of the worst things about them. Bad opinions. Bad opinions plague every fandom there is, and the Splatoon fandom is no exception to this. Every day some 15-year-old goes online and spews some nonsense that puts everyone in mental anguish for 1 to 3 business days. But there's some opinions that deserve more attention than the rest. So in this video I'm going to list the top 5 worst opinions in Splatoon history. Let's get started. Also, you can thank these two for this video idea. Number 1. Splatoon 2 isn't the best Splatoon game. Now that we have our hands on Splatoon 3, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 1 until April 9th where it's gonna leave to get the milk, a lot of people have been saying that Splatoon 2 is the worst of the 3, and that's just not true. First, people will rant about the specials in this game. Chargers will complain about needing to land an extra shot on an ink armor player in order to splat them, but then will turn a blind eye to when shooter mains had to do that in Splatoon 1 because defensive was a thing. I have news for you Charger fans. Stop crying like spoiled toddlers and do what shooter mains did. Just shoot them again. I'm gonna show those Charger mains how easy it is to shoot down a player with ink armor. BAM! Wait, come back so I can shoot you a second time! You're not supposed to run away! Other players will whine about the stages that Splatoon 2 has, but at least that game didn't have Tetris pieces take up 20% of its roster, and didn't have map mode combos that were literally banned from ranked. Splatoon 2 brought back the best maps from Splatoon 1 and built upon them, and absolutely nothing can debate that. Stop locking me out of this map! I'm not having fun right now! Number 2. Mincemeat Metalworks is a terrible map. In Splatoon games, everyone has maps that they do and don't enjoy playing on. Some of the community's favorites include Flounder Heights, Mako Mart, and Robo Ramen. However, one map that I don't see praised nearly as much as it should be is Mincemeat Metalworks. Many people dislike mincemeat due to the grates on the map being the main way of pushing, but they're just being babies. Just weave around the shots being fired at you and don't stand there like a fat duck. Weave, bob, get around this first set of shots, and of course I'm still dead! What am I supposed to do here, pray? People will also get mad at the lack of paintable walls on this map, but this is also stupid. There are a whole 6 sets of paintable walls that you can use to traverse around the map. You should be thankful and thank the devs for this blessing. Especially because there's like 5 maps in this game that still have less than this. Lastly, there is the Mincemeat Pole. This pole is the most magnificent amalgamation that I've ever seen in fiction. We've only begun to understand why this pole is here, but the devs wouldn't have added it if it didn't symbolize something superb. They put a fantastic centerpiece on a fantastic map. There will also be something that the noobs who don't like the grates can hide behind when they're being shot at. Now I have the Mincemeat Pole to protect me, so you can't! What is the point of these things? I really want to know! Number 3. Table Turf Battle is a fun mode. When you ask a Splatoon player what modes they have the most fun with, some may say Salmon Run, some may say Turf War, some may say Tower Control, but virtually no one will say Table Turf Battle. Table Turf is a side mode that was added to Splatoon 3 that basically mixes Turf War with Dungeon Dice monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are supposed to fill up the most tiles on the grid with their color and use different cards to do that. This mode was supposed to give players something else to rack up hours in, but hardly anyone is entertained for more than 5 minutes. I've been playing with you on level 3 for like 30 minutes, but this time I'm gonna beat you. Yes! Suck it! Oh! This mode is also completely disconnected from the rest of the game. In all the other modes, you can work to get money or points for your catalog, but in Table Turf, you just get points toward one emote, a few badges, and some stickers. So any dweeb that does somehow get sucked into Table Turf probably has no clue what's happening in the rest of the game. Meanwhile, we can ignore their stupid card game and be completely in the loop. Okay, what new weapon variations are dropping this season? What's on them Table Turf cards? We got a new machine, we got Octobrush Nouveau, we got a new ballpoint, and yes, we finally got a new stringer after a year of the game coming out. Number 4. Apartments should be in Splatoon. Now, some Splatoon players around the age of 30 have been clamoring for years about how apartments should be in Splatoon, but that is just a dumb idea. That's like Call of Duty having a side mode where you customize a Barbie dream house. It just doesn't work. Miraculously, they did partially listen to you guys and give you all lockers though, so you can be as creative with that as you want. Those give you plenty of space to work with, so please stop requesting apartments. That big run was so fun. Now I get to put my beautiful trophy in my locker. It takes up a third of the space! The devs have used the time that would have been wasted on apartments creating other parts of the game. They used that time to create some of the best specials in Splatoon history, like the splatter color screen. My eyes! My Fries! They use that time to perfect their online experience. Alright, we're about to win. Let's just... And they use that time to design the most balanced mode of all time, Tricolor Turf War. So, this map favors the defenders just a little bit. Number 5, Fry is a good idol. Over the course of Splatoon's history, we've been given 7 different idols so far. Without a doubt, the worst idol that we've had so far is Fry. Now, she may be a nice singer and brings the amazing South Asian culture into Splatoon 3, but things like talent or representation don't matter when it comes to idols. The only thing that matters is the players on their team during Splatfest, and she has the worst players of all time. Now, I don't mean the worst in terms of the most toxic or anything. I mean in terms of just being the worst at the game. Players who are mainly on Fry's teams have been trying to get her a win for over a year, but fumbled the bag every single time. Even when Japan was put in an entirely separate Splatfest than everyone else, and the alleged Shiver Sims were no longer a factor, Fry still couldn't win. You all are trash. Wait, I was on Fry's team for like half of those fests. Uh-oh, did I just play myself? It's gotten so bad at this point. Some Fry players have been giving dark money to Nintendo like they're United States lobbyists and bribing them to give Fry the most popular teams by a mile. They're hoping to gather at least some of the good players that have been helping Shiver and Big Man win Splatfest and have them get Fry another win. What's that? Do I have proof of this? Time will tell if these bribes end up paying off or not, but it truly shows not only how bad Fry players are at this game, but how corrupt they can be too. Forget about the awesome music Fry makes, just remember this fact, because this is what makes her the worst idol ever. And those were the 5 worst Splatoon opinions of all time. When you discuss Splatoon with others in the community, just say Fry sucks, Mincemeat is great, and Splatoon 2 is the best game of all time, and they will always agree with you. What have been some bad opinions that you've heard in the community before? Let me know in the comments below. Also, this video informed you, check out this video where I talk about the things you should never tell another Splatoon player. That totally won't contradict this video at all. I'll see you all next time.